A 2006 Chevy Cobalt supercharged. Right now, as you can see, it's filthy, but since it rained recently, it looks nice. But we're gonna make it all waxed and polished, and it's gonna look better than ever. Okay. All right. So. Pause. So first what you had to do was rinse out your bucket, because anything that was in there like dirt or grit, can get stuck in the bottom of the bucket. So just rinse it out, and then you can use soap you can buy your local AutoZone. It's better not to use dish soap because that's only removes grease. It doesn't remove the actual dirt that's on the car. And what you want your car to do is leave a brilliant shine every time you wash your car. Next step, try to get yourself a microfiber towel, because it's going to get all the dirt and grit in there, but it's not going to release it back into your paint, and that's the thing you're trying to conserve. So you just put on your little glove, and you're ready to wash. So when you're washing your car, always make sure you start from the top down, because down here, according to centripetal force, everything goes straight up, and wherever the tire's rotating, it goes out. And so I don't know if you notice all this grit and dirt down here, you don't want to get that paint all up here. So that's the important thing. So always start from the top going down, because they're the least dirtiest of all, well, in my opinion. Don't be afraid to get into it, and don't put light to medium pressure, because since this is microfiber, you don't need as much force in order to get this dirt off. Just gotta let the towel do its job. Try not to leave the soap on too long, because if you leave it on too long, the soap will dry, and you don't want that. Try to keep at least a foot away from the paint so that you're not damaging the paint. But since this hose is not as hard, then that's okay. So what you essentially want to do when you're also washing a car is that you want to wash it in sections. So from the window to the spoiler, that's one section, like all this back. And then from the hood alone, that can also be one section, just alone. The side panel, all right here, is also one section. And then from right here from the hood, that's also one section that you want to really focus on, because most of the dirt and wherever you drive gets all the way up there, so you want to just really rinse that off. Here's one section. So in total, that's 5 sections you got to worry about. Just like that. Just wash in circular motion and just keep doing what you're doing. Whenever you're washing your car towards the end, make sure you use a microfiber towel, because even though you think that, oh, I washed it with the microfiber cloth, everything's gonna get off, make sure you don't think that, because you got to remember to just wash everything. Now what we're about to show you is how to see all this dim headlight. We don't want that. We want it to be clear. So try to dry it off as best as you can, and then we'll start. So when you're done washing the body paint of the car only, not the windows, you're going to want to get rid of your microfiber towels, and once they touch the floor, you can't even use it anymore. So if you use that, all you're just going to do is be scratching up the car. Next thing we're going to do is washing the tires. First thing you're going to have to do is get some tire cleaner, right? Get some from your local AutoZone store. And then next, what you're going to do is you're going to rinse the rim. Gotta get really nice and soaked. There you go. Now, what you're gonna want to do is
resume.
So what you want to do is just this is about 8 inches, right? Just spray it all around and let the thing do its work for about 30 seconds. That's it. Yeah. As you can see, when you get on the wheel, look at all this brown stuff. So you don't want that getting onto your rim. So now that it's all like that, you're going to want to rinse it. It's been about 30 seconds. So since you want to dry the tire now, get your microfiber towel and just dry it. Look how black that is. So in what we're now, the car's clean, as you can see, but it can be better. So with this super hard shell paste wax, or wax, you know, it's gonna make the paint pop out, and it's also gonna protect the first layer of your paint. And so basically, you have to wax your car every 4 seasons. So right now, since we're coming out from winter, we're about to go into what's it again?
Spring.
Spring. So we have to wax it. Okay. So in order to wax it, it should already give you the little sponge. One moment. There you go. Okay. Should look about like this. And don't be afraid to get your hands dirty, because you know they're gonna get so eventually. There you go. So like right there, because it already has a lot. So what we're gonna do is, you're gonna have to imagine a square, right? Like all right here. And so the square is gonna be the only part where you're gonna wax. So only right here. And you have to do circular motion. Circular. All around. And try not to get into these crevices, because it will be hard to get it out. And also try not to get it onto plastic, like black plastic right here, because it will also be hard to get it out. But if you want to get these, if you do end up getting some right here, what you can do is get an eraser and just erase it off. That's how simple it is. Okay, so you have to let that about like 30 seconds. And what you can do is that you can get microfiber towel, again, a new one, brand new, not one of the old ones. And you gotta wait 30 seconds. So it has to get all crusty, kind of crusty, but like just a little bit hard, because it can't be all wet like right here. It has to be a little bit harder than that. Try to get not a really dark microfiber towel, so like just got enough so that you can see like where you're actually rubbing. So I think right now is about a good time, because they're playing. Let's see. So you just wax it off. You wipe it off. Medium to light pressure, not that much, because microfiber towel is doing everything for you. Yes. See? All like that. All green and all that. But now, look how soft it is. You can do this test where it's like you already wiped it off, right? So I don't know if you can hear like the difference right here, and look right here. Nothing. You gotta do that all around the car, like all over it, except for the windows. Do not do the windows. And since this car, for example, has a sunroof, like I said before, try to avoid these black crevices. Just do it like really lightly around here. You should be good. So now that we have the whole car finished with wax, everything's smooth, you can really tell the difference on how it's going to look like when we show you the exclusive video. Now, the only thing that's missing, the last step we have to do is just clean the windows. The windows, as you can see, there are dry watermarks. We don't want that. We have to do it from here, here, there, on top, and then that's it. And you've completely successfully washed your car the proper way. You have to get, when you're applying your window cleaner, so when you're cleaning your windows, instead of having to apply it directly onto there, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to apply it onto the microfiber towel, good wipes, and then you wipe. It makes the cleaning process much easier. And it starts to get harder and dry. Now you just re-wipe. Now that the whole car is waxed and the windows are almost clean, you can see we have a little test. See how soft the paint is. It slides right off. On most cars that doesn't even happen. Now what I'm about to show you guys is a trick I learned from Eric the Car Guy. You just get a bunch of rubbing alcohol, a piece of paper towel. Hold that for me. Then you get your windshield wipers and wipe it off. And now you're probably wondering, well, why? Well, I'll show you why. See? All that dirt you would have been wiping on your window. And you want to keep doing that like 2 or 3 times until you get all of that dirt off the windshield wiper.
Hágale una rueda, Juana, porque ella empezó a bailar. Esa morena cubana nos va a hacer hasta sudar. Baila este ritmo con la pura sabrosura. Muévete negra que esto sí es candela pura. Porque bailando tú eres reina donde quiera. Por esa gracia con que mueves tus caderas.
Second video, I hope you guys liked and enjoyed it. Hope you guys like and subscribe, and make sure not to go through the car wash, because all the car wash will do is get all the other dirt from the other cars and just put it onto yours. And the best part of this is that you'll feel the satisfaction of washing your own car and bragging about it. And look at this, detailed work.